Urirgat. Kailarach. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Harash.
Navadav Seli Amane, Esaru Amobreji Zarane, Vadan Hayanile Amserakun, Yetam, Odolet, Tosha Gerakun, Vaskana Liman Dominate, Gamma Panak, Harach, Haracham Sasan, Haracham Tetet, Tebi Hakanak, Vadi Seharine Homorokets, Garakina Ingamka Norokets, Dere Shatabazai Sorik Kabat, Aya, Berlin, Kampanik Kabat, Vaskana Liman Dominate, Gamma Panak, Harach, Haracham Sasan, Haracham Tetet, Tebi Hakanak.
Honky Scott.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, everyone needs to wake up. So we're gonna start out with loshkeba pickers. Okay? Okay.
I want to see everything. Let's go, guys.
Ready? Begin. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, yergu, yerek, chors. Yerek, yergu, yerek, chors. Chors, yergu, yerek, chors. Hing, yergu, yerek, chors. Vets, yergu, yerek, chors. Yota, yergu, yerek, chors. Ita, yergu, yerek, chors. Ina, yergu, yerek, chors. Dasa, yergu, yerek, chors. It's early in camp, but already you guys are totally clogging up the toilets and it's disgusting. So guess what we're gonna do next? Toilet flushers. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors. Yergu, yerek, chors. Yerek, yergu, yerek, chors. Chors, yergu, yerek, chors. Ing, yergu, yerek, chors. Vets, yergu, yerek, chors. Yota, yergu, yerek, chors. Uta, yergu, yerek, chors. Ina, yergu, yerek, chors. Dasa, yergu, yerek, chors. That was, yeah, the boys were a little quiet. So go take a lap. Okay. Trunk twisters? Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is trunk twisters. Yay! Okay. I think everyone knows how to do those, so we can just start. Okay. Ready? Begin. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina, dasa. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina, dasa. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina, dasa. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina, dasa. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina. Meg, yergu, yerek, chors, hing, vets, yota, uta, ina. Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets yota. Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets yota uta. Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets yota uta. Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets yota uta. Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets yota. 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 Meg yergu yerek chor sing vets. 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 Meg yergu yerek chor sing. 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 Meg yergu yerek chors. Meg yergu yerek chors. Meg yergu yerek chors. Meg yergu yerek chors. Meg yergu yerek. Meg yergu yerek. Meg yergu yerek. Meg yergu yerek. Meg and you. Meg and you. Meg and you. Meg and you. Meg. Nice job. For our last exercise, we are going to talk about our old friend Joe. I think everyone knows Joe, right? Everyone knows Joe?
Love Joe.
Okay. So ready? Begin. Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Push this button with your right elbow." Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Push this button with your left elbow." Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Push this button with your right knee bone." Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Push this button with your left knee bone." Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Push this button with your big head bone." Hello, my name is Joe. I got a wife, 3 kids, and I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you busy?" I said, "Yes." Nice job, guys.
Palevangarnar, welcome to Camp Zoom-astan. I'm Ingeri Victoria and I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. Today we're going to talk about the history of the AYF and how it has evolved over the years. We're going to learn about the important people that put their 110% effort into making it the amazing AYF we know of it to be as today. Without them, we would not be here. So without further ado, let's get into this educational. First things first, I'm going to ask you guys to think of your favorite AYF memory. If it's your first year or you can't think of one yet, just think of something that you're excited about doing. And if it's your first year, yay, first year! That's something to celebrate. Regardless, think of something that you are excited about doing or your favorite AYF memory. You got it in your head? Lock it in. Are we ready? All right, let's get started. The history of the AYF dates back to the 1890s. This is when the first Armenians came to the United States. During and after the genocide, Armenians also came to the United States. As more and more Armenians came to the US, they created churches, schools, newspapers, and community centers so they could stick together. The ARF, also known as the Armenian Revolutionary Federation, decided they wanted to create a youth program or youth organization to bring all the Armenians in the United States together. In 1933, they decided to create the youth organization called ARF Tzeghagrons, which directly translates to Youth Pledgers. Some of you may be familiar with Convention, which is an event that AYF has at the end of the year to elect CE and to go over the accomplishments of AYF. The first AYF convention was in 1934, and 40 members from all over the East Coast attended to elect their first central executive. Although there was a central executive, the ARF decided to elect someone to guide the youth and basically be their father figure, hold their hand as they create this new organization. The ARF elected Karaki Nijde. Does anyone remember where they have maybe seen his face? Hopefully you guessed that right. Karaki Nijde sits proudly in the middle of the cabin circle at Camp Hayastan, right between the American and the Armenian flag. He's considered the founder of the AYF. Along with the central executive, there were many other things that were voted on at this convention. First was our anthem. The AYF anthem is Harachna Hadag, and I'm sure you guys remember singing it every morning at Camp Hayastan. Another thing that they established at convention was the goals of the organization, one of them being to create a united, free, and independent Armenia. If there's anything you should remember in the AYF in all of your years, always remember that we aim for a united, free, and independent Armenia. This was it. AYF is officially established. In these early years, the central executive established many educationals to give out to their membership, many Armenian songbooks to teach everyone about the great songs of our heritage like we do every year at camp on Song Night, and scholarships to promote Armenians to continue going to school and get a higher education. So many exciting things happened in the early years of AYF. In 1934, the first ever Senior Olympics was held in Massachusetts. And how many of you guys are from the Untitled Chapter? Anybody? Well, on the first Olympics, the Untitled Chapter actually took first place in every single event. Some of the events were actually boxing, soccer, basketball, and wrestling, a little bit different than how it is today. One of the changes that was made over the years was the name. At first it was called Tzeghagrons Sports Festival, but today we call it the AYF Senior Olympics. Fast forward a couple of years and the name of the AYF was changed. At the time it was called ARF Tzeghagrons, as you remember I said earlier, but in 1941 they changed it officially to AYF, Armenian Youth Federation. Can anyone think why they might have changed the name? Anyone? Well, they changed it because it was too much of a tongue twister. It was hard for people to pronounce it and they wanted something that people would remember. There's so many people we have to thank for their endless hard work and dedication to make the AYF grow in its early years. Some to name are Martin Bozoyan, Sosi Krikorian Kadian, Mal Varadian, and Dick Sarajian. Can anyone think what happens next in these early years? I wonder what. Camp Hayastan! In 1951, Camp Hayastan officially opened its doors for the first time to the Armenian youth in the area. Up until 1956, it was only for boys. After 1956, they opened their doors to both girls and boys, and also broke a record for over 50 campers. It's crazy to think that now we have over 150 campers at each session. It's grown so much, and it's so amazing to see all the Armenians all over the East Coast and West come together to celebrate their culture, educate about their history, and just preserve this beautiful heritage we have. Now that we know the history of the AYF, we can talk about present day. Every day, the AYF tries to fulfill these 4 goals in everything they do. 1, to promote a united, free, and independent Armenia. 2, to prepare the members to be members of ARF. 3, to promote amenity amongst Armenians, which means friendship and kindness. And 4, to promote pride in Armenians through educationals, politics, culture, athletics, and social events. To fulfill these goals, the AYF has created so many programs that you guys can be a part of one day. For example, Camp Javach. Camp Javach is in Georgia. It's north of Armenia, and every year, counselors from the United States fly over there to create a mini Camp Hayastan for the campers there. They teach them everything that you guys know, like songs, dance, crafts, Armenian culture, Armenian history. Everything that we learn at Camp Hayastan, we try to bring it over there so they could preserve their culture as well. This is a great way to connect with Armenians around the world and just learn how Even though we're in different countries, we're still Armenians no matter where we are. Another program is the AYF internship. How many of you guys have been to Armenia? Any hands? Well, in this program, Ungars and Ungaris from the US fly all the way to Armenia. Then they participate in an internship, which is something that they are interested in and is something related to what they want to do when they grow up. For example, if you want to be a doctor, then they will help you learn from one of the doctors in Yerevan. It's a great way to learn. They also do a lot of field trips. They go to see Kaskad, they go see the Madanataran, they go see Mount Ararat, they go to Artak. There's so many field trips that the interns go to, and it's a great way to be one with the city and learn hands-on about your culture. Another program is the ANCA Leo Sarkisian internship in Washington, D.C. This is perfect for anyone who wants to be in politics, who wants to be maybe a governor or a congressman or congresswoman. This really gets you understanding how the government works and how to promote the Armenian cause, our Haitad, Armenian genocide recognition, and anything that you do politically. It's in Washington, D.C., and it's during the summer, like most of our programs. There's one more program I forgot to mention. Camp AYF. Camp AYF is an excellent program for everyone and anyone. You can hang out at Uncas Pond, lay by the pool, go to Armenian school, get chicken patties on Wednesday. Everyone loves camp, and it's a great way to make Armenian friends, learn the Armenian language, learn your history and culture. For those first-year AYFers, there's more than just these programs. Throughout the year, AYF hosts so many different events that you could participate in to fulfill the 4 goals we talked about as an AYF member. First, we have our Haitad. This is where we do everything that we can to gain recognition of the Armenian genocide. You can do this by educating your classmates at school, or this could be by attending a protest on April 24th. I know this can be difficult at times because sometimes we're a little too young to do these things, but trust me, even the smallest effort counts. Don't think you're not doing enough. Another way that AYF involves all of their membership and promotes their culture is through athletic events. There's junior athletic events like Junior Athletic Games, Junior Winter Games, and this is when Armenians from all over the East Coast come together and compete athletically. It's kind of like Senior Olympics, but it's for juniors. It's so fun, and there's always new people to meet. I remember one of my first memories as an AYF member was going to JWO. I was kind of scared, but everyone was so kind and so nice. I played basketball, even though I wasn't that good, and we had a dance at night. It was so fun. I really encourage you guys to go to these events when they happen, hopefully next year. The juniors have Junior Winter Olympics and the Junior Athletic Games, and the seniors have NATs and Senior Olympics. When you're older and you're a senior, you can participate in NATs, which is a basketball tournament, and Senior Olympics, which is the Olympics we talked about earlier. You could participate in the swimming, in track, in tennis. There's so many sports and so many ways you could help your chapter get the gold. One of the most important ways we can fulfill the goals of the AYF that we talked about earlier is through education. It's so important to educate ourselves about what's going on within our community and in Armenia. Ways to educate ourselves could be with a chapter educational at a meeting that you might have at home, or by attending an educational weekend. Some of you guys may be familiar, there is an event called Junior Seminar, and it happens every year on Memorial Day weekend, and everyone from the East Coast comes together for a weekend full of lectures. Every year there's a different theme, and you just make new friends, you attend lectures. It's kind of like camp in 3 days, and you learn so much. The reason why it's like camp is because everyone is put into a different cabin with their age group, and you are stayed with that cabin throughout the weekend. You wake up, you go to breakfast, you go to flag raising, you go to your lectures. There's lots of free time to hang out with friends. And my favorite part are the night activities. There's so many different night activities. There's dances, there's activities within your chapter, and then there's activities with new people you will meet throughout the weekend. I really encourage you guys to attend next year, and I hope to see you guys there too. The seniors also have a senior seminar. It's in September. It's only for seniors, and it takes place at Camp AYF, When you get older, I really encourage you guys to attend. It's a great way to learn about the Armenian diaspora and the Armenians in Armenia. Another way to educate ourselves is at ACE Weekend, ACE, which stands for Armenian Culture Education. This is where Ungers and Ngeruis come together at a different city every year, and they talk about art, they talk about statues, they talk about architecture, literature, poems. Everything that has to do with the Armenian culture is talked about at this weekend. Something different than junior seminar is that there's a lot of hands-on projects like arts and crafts, team work projects, and at the end of the weekend, they are displayed to the community, which is really cool. I hope you guys go to ACE Weekend next year as well. It's one of my favorite weekends, and I hope to see you guys there too. Now that we know how AYF was formed, and now we know how AYF is today, do you guys still remember that memory I asked you guys to think about? I hope you guys learned how much effort was put in to create your own AYF memory. Without Kareki Nijde and without the first AYF Olympics, without the first central executive, without the Ungers and Ngeruis who make these events possible for us to attend every year, like Junior Seminar, Junior Winter Olympics, these programs in Armenia, nothing in the AYF would be possible. In order to move forward in our future and be as successful as we can be, we must learn about our history and acknowledge our past. Now that we finished this educational, you guys are all set to be the best AYF members I could ever think of. I know you guys have it in you. Don't ever give up, even when times get tough, okay? Thank you so much for signing up for Camp Zoom-astan. I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I really hope to see you guys again at Camp AYF in person next year. Thanks, Ngerned. Until next time.
Hi campers, it's Ngeruis Victoria.
And Ngeruis Rebecca.
And we want to start off by saying that we miss you all so much and we wish we could be with you in person this year at camp, but
This is a great alternative, and we are so excited for you guys to attend virtual Camp AYF.
yay!
It's going to be such a fun time.
Okay, so today, me and Ngeruis Rebecca are here to show you how to, drumroll please, make a string bracelet! Yay! Okay, so for the materials, you're gonna need some string,
So 3 colors of your choice. We chose the Armenian flag.
red, blue, orange. Then you need some scissors to cut the string. And lastly, you need some thick tape to hold down your string.
Here's just clear duct tape.
So you're gonna grab your first color, and today we're gonna make a skinny bracelet, but if you wanna make it thicker, you just add more pieces of each color. So you're gonna take the string and cut it arm's length. 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna do that for each color.
Now when you have 3 of each of your colors, so we have 3 red, 3 blue, and 3 orange, you're gonna take it all and tie it in a knot, but leave some space at the top. So tie it like this with space at the top so we can tape it down. So now you're gonna take the string, take your piece of duct tape, and tape it down to a hard surface. So when you yank it, it doesn't come off.
Okay, so now you see we have 3 red together, 3 blue together, and 3 orange together. Now what you're gonna do is we're gonna start by the red. You're gonna take it with the other red next to it, and you're gonna make a 4. Then you're gonna hold it like this, and you're gonna pull it underneath the other red one, and you're gonna pull it up and pull it into a knot. And then you're gonna do that one more time. Make a 4 and pull it up. Now you're gonna move to your next red. Sorry, they all got tangled. So you're gonna make a 4, pull under and up, and pull it hard so you don't see the other colors. And you're gonna do that 2 times. So go under and pull up. Now we're gonna move to the blue. So you still have this red one. And now you're gonna start with your 3 blues. So here's 1, make a 4, pull it underneath and pull it hard. go. Make a 4, go under, pull it through. Make sure you do this 2 times on each string. So that's one blue done. And then you move to the next. So after I do this last 4 on my last blue, I'm gonna pull it tight, and then I'm gonna move to my orange. And you can't really see the bracelet forming because it's so close to the knot, but once you keep doing this, it'll look better. So you make a 4 and make a knot. Make a 4 and pull it through. And then you're gonna do the 2 last oranges. Now I'm on my last 4 of the last orange, and I'm gonna pull it through and make my final knot. And now I finished the first red string. Now I'm gonna move over to my reds that I first started with. So now I'm on my second red string, and I'm gonna do that same process all over again. So you make your 4, you'll pull the string underneath and up, and you do that 2 times. Now you move to the blue, and you do this on all 3 blues. So after I finish my second red, I'm moving to my last and final red string. Now I'm on my last knot of the red pieces. So that's done. Now see how all 3 of the red strings are towards the end? That's how it should be. Now your next colors are blue. And now you can see a little bit how the bracelet is already starting to form. So now we're gonna start with the blue strings. And you're gonna do the same process. 2 knots on every string. Once I finish my 3 blue strings, I'm gonna move over to my orange strings. And the same exact process all over again. So you're making your 4, and you're doing 2 knots on each. So you're pulling this one through, and then you're gonna do 1 more 4, and pull this knot real tight. See, our bracelet is already forming. As you can see, now I'm on my last orange string. So I'm gonna make my 4, oopsies, the wind. And pull it through and make a knot. And make sure you're making your knots tight. You pull tight so that it clumps together. So now as you see, I have red, blue, orange, and they all look together. And now you're just gonna repeat that process starting back with your red strings. Then you're gonna keep making these knots until you see the length increase and it fits your wrist. So as you can see, now we have finished our bracelet because we ran out of string, but if you wanna make it longer, you just have to cut your string longer. So you're gonna take all your pieces together, and you're gonna make a knot at the bottom of your bracelet. That way you can tie it with the top end. So you pull all the strings through, and you make a knot, just like that.
Okay, now we have finished our bracelet, and we can tie it on our own wrists, your friend's wrist, your sister's wrist. I'm gonna tie it on my sister's wrist. And now you have a friendship bracelet. We hope you're having fun on Camp Zoom, and now you know how to make a friendship bracelet. We miss you guys so much and can't wait to see you next year. Paddy Yegok!
And this is the Camp Zoom-astan News.
Hey campers, it's us again, and we're here for another day for Dance Move of the Day. Yep. What's it called, Gerusina? It's called the Duet-tastic. So, we're going to show you. You may need a partner to do this, or you can do it alone. Whatever you prefer. So, here it goes.
What do you call a group of crows that stick together? Velcros.
Pare Vangerner and Gerui Kanat here with today's Armenian word of the day. Today's word is tzarer, which means trees. And we're going to say it together on three. 1, 2, 3. Tzarer! And Anton get Greg.
And now they use tzarer in a sentence. Menk tzarerun daga garotink, which means we pray under the trees. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Hi everybody, it's Ngerui Anush with the Camp Hayastan Fun Fact of the Day. Our fun fact today is that the original pool at camp was located where the High Hope Pavilion is now, and after it was a pool, it was a hockey rink.
That's Ngerui Sina.
And that's Ngerui Carrie.
And this has been the Camp Hayastan News.
Hi campers, I just want to remind you guys to clean your room for cabin inspection. You want to make sure you get a tent so you get that nice pizza party or ice cream party at the end of the session.
Good job, Uncle Joey, but I'm getting the tent because I want to go to Spruce and get that ice cream.
Urirgat. My country, 'tis a bleak, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land of my fathers, thy land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring.
Hanky Scott.